right, continuing on in
next
our
thing
little
of the
kit
kit.
of stuff.
License holder.
Ah, so
Good if you had to buy a license. If it's for a kid, you don't need one.
yeah,
but-
yeah. So we are, for those who don't know, we are in the state of Pennsylvania. In the state of Pennsylvania, up until last year.
Last year or the year before, whenever they did it for the hunting. It might
Well,
have
no,
been longer.
it was longer because for hunting it's been 10 years.
Oh, and it's been
I think it's
not
only
been
like
that long.
2 years for
Yeah.
fishing.
It's only been a few years that you didn't have to display.
So yeah, so now in Pennsylvania you don't have to display your fishing license anymore. You used to have to display them. So this was always, yeah, see, he's got his on
Still
his
do
side.
it.
It's of course a habit. I actually have mine in my tackle box and in one of these because in case I feel like it happened. If I'm going somewhere without my tackle box, I'm just going to clip it to me so I have it. But yeah, this is handy, you know. It keeps your license nice and clean and dry anyway most of the time, unless you really go underwater with this thing, then you're, you know. But a lot of times these things, if you buy them in the store, I mean, they're at least 50 cents.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes $2. What's that?
88 cents.
88 cents at Walmart. Okay, there you go. 88 cents at Walmart. Our
And there's
off-camera,
different ones. Yeah.
our off-camera
This,
producer.
this is like almost like a $2 one because it's got the little Ziploc.
yeah, yeah. The Ziplocs.
And that was
are
when,
nice,
when they were
waterproof.
made them out of cardboard. It was important to have that.
Yeah, and the Ziplocs I think are waterproof.
What do we want to pour
Right.
up here now? Yes. What are we gonna do next?
Hey, while we're doing this, we should plug backtothe-basics.com. You know,
We got mugs.
we got mugs, we got hats, we got shirts.
We'll sell you all these.
After we
This
get done
one.
drinking them.
This one's mine.
Yeah. So, anyway, just thought fun.
All right.
So let's look at those big hooks. 'Cause
Okay.
This is very odd.
I'm surprised that they're in there, but I do like the fact that they took the time to label what they are.
Yes.
For, specifically.
But you know what? But I don't even use this for the. Oh, but you should. Oh, actually, there's different size.
Do they have multiples? Oh,
Yeah.
they do have a small
Yeah.
circle, a couple small circle hooks in there.
All right. So what we're talking about are these hooks. Now, the first glance took us both a couple seconds, as you just saw, that there are smaller hooks in here. But it looks like there's these big, huge, like what, double alt hooks.
Yeah, bass hooks.
And I'll be honest, I've been bass fishing a long time. I don't think I've ever used a hook that big.
Well, I guess it's the concept if you're going in a lake for like largemouth. They even just picked a largemouth. You know,
Yeah.
his mouth's so big, it makes it easier to catch. Bigger the hook, if the
Yeah.
fish can fish it, you know.
But I know I'm
and they
using
use
line.
that shape. It's when they do that weedless rig.
Yeah, but I mean, I use, you know, because we
Still
use
don't-
live bait, and I mean, I don't generally go bigger than a number 4, or like go bigger than a number 4, but like that thing is,
Occasionally number 2s, but
yeah, I've used number 2. If the creek chub or whatever is big enough, you know. But this is a big hook. Anyway, I'm not saying you can't use it. I mean, because actually, well, yeah, my swim baits, those big swim baits that I
use
got.
that. Yeah.
They use hooks very similar to this, and they are big.
I'll actually bring
you know,
that.
and honestly, you know, a bass, that's not a problem. That's not a problem for a 10-inch largemouth bass. I'll tell you that. He can
Right.
take that all day
I'm gonna
long.
take one of these twisty.
Matt's gonna put one of these on one of the
I'm gonna try to rig it weedless.
weedless rigs.
It's been a while.
And while he's doing that, I'm gonna pull out some of these other hooks so you can see what all came in this pack. And, yeah, you may have to reposition your camera some, bud. But and so interestingly enough, if you noticed, here's now this is you see these two, Matt. These are the
Oh, those are true turns.
Yeah.
Or what I call true turns. With the
yeah.
crappy hook.
So we have the hook we just showed you, which is a very straight. You probably, if I'm holding it like that, John would probably can't see it. Very straight, regular hook. This one here, same size hook, but it's got a really twisty, what Matt calls a true turn. I think that's what was the original name.
Yeah, they still
of the
make true
design
turn hooks.
of
Yeah.
it, yeah. I think it's how it actually comes up into the fish and hooks it, right?
Right. So that when the fish bites, it twists the hook.
It twists the hook and gives
makes
it a
it
better
easier to
grip.
hook set.
So those are actually really nice hooks, and actually I probably would if I could get a good 4-inch creek chub. I would put that on there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'd be all right. So, but what's important about this though is like this kit, you know, you don't want to put this on if you're going for bluegill. Okay, like this is just way too big. You don't want to do that. Now in this kit, they have a couple other size hooks. Let me see if I can get to them here without digging a hook into my hand. So it looks like, and these are true turns too. These little ones. No, yeah.
And they're almost They're like a mixture between that octo hook and
Yeah.
true turn.
So this size right here, that's probably, what, is that a number 6? Or 4?
4.
Yeah, that looks like
I
a
would guess
4.
it'd be a 4.
I'm gonna say it matches up pretty good to my other number 4s. So yeah, I'm gonna say that's a 4. Yeah, because that 6 is way smaller than that. So yeah, so that's a number 4. So they gave 4 number 4s.
That's kind of what it's a really bad job because the worm's not going right through it. But that's kind of a weedless rig. You would put the worm on, and then you basically
Hide the hook.
just hide the tip of the hook somewhere into the body, so that when you're pulling it through the water, you're like in a pond or something, and you got all kinds of algae and stuff. It's not getting all caught up on your hook, and it still does its dance like it's supposed to. Just a
Reference.
reference.
So yeah, so this is a different style hooks that are in this kit. Not bad.
I actually like this.
Yeah.
I might take them with me.
Are you taking those?
Yep.
Are you taking those? All right. So then next we got what we got?
I'm just gonna lay that out.
Oh
there.
yeah.
Oh, well, I would think this is a good time to show those hooks in comparison.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to say, one thing you notice about these hooks is there's no string on them. So what do you do with those? So we normally buy hooks pretty-strung, and again, we just happen to buy Eagle Claw most of the time. There's another Mustad.
Mustad's a big name. I guess True Turn makes the crappy hooks I buy all the ones specifically for crappy. Mustad. What's the other one? There's
There's
everybody makes them.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different ones out there. I mean, I know I've had a lot of Mustads in my box. Most of the time, you're going to find Eagle Claw in my box, like nonstop.
You'll always find some type of Eagle Claw.
Yeah, it's
somewhere.
always in there. But we have number 6s here. We've got some. What did I buy? I bought size 6, size 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I grabbed a 4 out of the red
size
hooks.
4 of the
just
red
for
hooks.
example.
So what we're going to show you is, like, obviously, we said these were size 4, and if you can get those on the camera, those are size 4 regular stringed pre-wired hooks from Eagle Claw, and then that's a size 6, and I don't know if you can see those good enough or not, yeah, I mean, you can see the size difference. So when we're fishing, this size 6 is what we would typically use for most of our panfish. Crappie, yellow perch, whatever. Most of them actually, yellow perch and crappie, you can do a size 4. I know they'll take them.
Out Lake Mead, where you see a lot of our filming, 95% of the fish caught are caught on size 4 hooks.
Yeah,
on my rods.
Yeah, I typically run size 4 almost all the time. I'll jump to a size 2 once in a while.
Yeah, depending on the bait size.
Depending on the bait size, and if I know I'm probably going to be getting up some big bass or something like that, probably number 2. Then I have these other ones that are also a size 4, and these are red, and I just like because they're red.
I've seen red hooks work better. Honestly,
I think they do. I really do. I think ever since I've started using them, I've used them constantly, and
I
think they work
was
better.
telling Gabe earlier. He was asking if it really does make a difference, And the guy who taught me how to walleye fish, we use walleye divers, trolling in the Susquehanna. He's like, I had bought a bunch of walleye divers. He's like, there's a difference between yours and mine. And I'm like, what's the difference? And he showed me, and he had red treble hooks on the front hook of every one of them, not the back hook. And every walleye he caught was on that front hook. Mine were, if I caught a walleye, which I was less than half than what he was catching, mine were on the back hook.
And I think it makes a difference. I mean, I haven't said how many fish have I caught with this versus that, but because I've used red almost exclusively for the last
20 years
since
they came out,
so I can't say. I will guarantee you though, I can catch fish. Matt can catch fish on these without red all day long. We just like to use these. We do think they do perform a little bit better. The metal's not any better. It doesn't. I will tell you, the last couple times we've been fishing, not on any of the videos, I'm sure, but I've been getting hung up, and I've actually tied a bunch of my own hooks, and I've straightened. I bet in the last 2 trips, I've probably straightened half a dozen hooks
I believe it.
because of the type of lines and stuff we use, and we'll talk about that in another episode.
Yeah.
So that's the hooks. So again, at Walmart, we were looking at the size 6s. I think they were both $1 a pack.
Yeah, I think they were all
Yeah, they were $1 a pack.
$1 a pack.
So all the hooks were $1 a pack at Walmart. Now these red hooks I got at one of our local, I hate to say mom and pop. They're a little bit bigger than mom and pop, but they're only one store. So they're mom and pop shop. You can see right there on the price tag, $2.09.
I think Walmart, they were $1 or something for the reds.
Yeah, they were more than
They were
$1.
more. Yeah.
But okay, so yeah, your mom and pop shops are going to be a little bit more. But honestly, I was at the location yesterday. Walmart's a national brand, so I'm not even afraid to say their name. I don't want to say these guys' name just because they're local, and
right.
I'm more than happy to advertise for them and not.
Yeah.
I don't expect anything from them. And if you're in our area, you know, Keystone's a good place to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I want to go. I haven't been there yet, but I want to go.
Yeah, Keystone's a great place to go. These guys have all kinds of stuff. And I mean, they hands down have way more stuff than Walmart when it comes to all this gear. But they're local, they're a small shop. And you know, support your small shops, man, because they're the guys. They're going to have the knowledge.
Yeah. We were at Walmart in one aisle for what, half hour, 45 minutes. I never saw. Nobody came up and said, "Hey, can I help you?"
Yep.
You will not spend that kind of time in a mom and pop shop.
No.
You won't spend 5 minutes in one spot without them saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
can I help you?" Or and they usually have. They see a lot of fishermen. They know the best places to go, or at least what people are catching where.
Yep.
You know.
Well, I was talking to the guys at Keystone last year, and they gave me 3 different pieces of information I just didn't know. Because I mean, we fished a lot. That looks like it's popped
Father,
up.
you too, right?
Yeah. And they said, hey, you need to try here. These guys, we've got guys catching crappie over here at this lake using this kind of rig. Da, 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 da. So they give you a lot of information, and they do it really well. So check out your local shops. They can give you a lot of stuff. So they can give you a lot of help.
Yeah. And they're going to. They need to.
Yeah.
Especially if you're taking a kid, that's one of the best because it's the future of their business.
Yeah.
They know it.
A lot of times though, I like a little bit smaller. So Gabriel brought this out. We couldn't, believe it or not, we couldn't find split shot
The multi-pack
at Walmart. They were completely
well, they were
gone.
sold out of their single packs too.
Yeah. Like I don't know if people were buying it and melting down lead trying to make gold or something. I don't know, but this pack here, this is what we normally see. Like it has a selected size, and
Is that eagle claw too?
is it eagle
I saw an eagle. Yes, it is.
It's eagle claw. It's eagle claw.